The act of pushing the limits of a machine and constantly hurtling oneself at breakneck speeds to be the first one to chase down a checkered flag is termed as racecraft. It's not just a skill that one can learn. It's called a craft because it needs to be acquired.
Winning is everything. So I'm driving for the win until the flag drops.
In race tracks, everyone wants to win.
You see, to everyone, I might be the only woman on track, but once the helmet's on, I'm nothing else but a racing driver.
Definition in the English dictionary of insane and crazy was our final race.
Physically and mentally, it is quite challenging.
I don't think any other sport offers you that much adrenaline rush at a particular weekend, so it's amazing.
We're racing drivers. If you see a small gap, you go in. Because if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver.
The 17th JK Tyre Racing Championship and the 11th JK Tyre Rotax Max National Karting Championship saw some of the best race drivers in the country take to the tarmac. And in the course of the 2014 season, we caught up with some of them and asked them about their journey in motorsport and why they do what they do and what are the challenges they've faced over the years.
If you really like the sport, then you have to look at it as an education, right? You have to put in an investment. You see doctors investing so much in their education, but they know it's going to come back to them sometime. With this sport, we don't know it's going to come back to us. But at least it's an investment to maybe get something in the future. We still, being in this country, we've seen drivers from other countries who've invested and got a lot in return. But from here, we really haven't seen that yet. So somebody's got to do it sometime. And motorsports is, I would say it's growing to an extent because of the way car manufacturers are coming into the country from everywhere. They've seen a huge market for cars. That way it's growing. That way everybody is looking at motorsports as the best way to market their car. So I would say maybe in the next 5 or 10 years, something will click and these youngsters will have something to look forward to.
If you want to become a racing driver, it's actually quite simple in India right now. If you want to get a taste of it, you've got just recreational karting, you go drive, then find, okay, now I want to go next level. I want to go, I'll do a training program first. I'll be sensible, I'll do a training program first, get a feel of it. Do a couple of programs, get comfy with it. Then, okay, I'll do my first race, okay, I'll do the rookie championship first, So whether you're a 7-year-old, 12 or 17, doesn't matter. You have all classes, so you do the rookie first. Then, okay, now amongst the first timers, I'm quite good, Now I'm ready to step up to the next level. Boom. You test, you're ready, you drive. So there's a platform, there's a whole structure now, there's a ladder, you climb every step, you go step at a time. You don't want to jump, and then struggle and then get demoralized. It's very easy to get demoralized when you come, you get your big expectations and suddenly you're 17th. Why, you don't know. Well, just that the other guys have been doing it for 10 years.
In my family, there's no racing history. My dad and I, we used to love driving fast. I mean, when I was young, he used to take me on long drives and show me how not racing, when just street driving was done. From there, I suddenly began to fall in love with racing and cars, but it didn't strike me until very late when I was 14 that this can be a profession or a career. This talent was identified by Mr. Akbar Ibrahim early, and he told me that you can make a career out of this and it can be a good future for you. So then obviously it was a very expensive sport. I'm fortunate that my parents are supporting me so far. We went into the national championship. I came in the top 10 in my first year. Then the transition from going to go-karts to cars came because I was 15 years old when I could get my racing license. I'm sure if I keep looking and keep doing well in my racing careers, and as we know, India is developing and becoming a far better economy, there are good opportunities and chances for us to get some sponsorship and go to the next level. Cricket has been given a lot of importance to over motorsport, but I'm sure over time there'll be some interest coming into motorsport also and some money which will help the young Indian talent go on in their career.
Started with our belief and strong belief to use motorsports as a JK Tyre brand platform. And we looked at a whole lot of sports around and different companies were using different platforms. And we said there cannot be anything closer to tires than motorsport. And so we decided on that. And since then we have been pursuing this. Incidentally, it's more than 20 years back that we really made a foray there when we organized the first desert Himalayan desert rally. And we were supported immensely by the Indian Army in those days, and we had a number of army drivers and so on. So in fact that was the first foray. Then of course we went in for karting and track racing.
It's not possible to learn the lexicon without first learning the alphabet. In racing, the same principle applies when it comes to karting. Some of the greatest race drivers of our times have discovered their calling and honed their skills on go-kart tracks around the world. And then, only then, moved on to bigger and meaner machinery. The 11th JK Tyre Rotax Max National Karting Championship saw 50 kids, some old hands and some fresh stock, take to the tarmac and race the hell out of their go-karts. After racing 2 rounds each in Hyderabad and Kolhapur, the karting championship moved to Vizag for the season's finale. Let's take you back to what happened there. Behind me is the V1 karting circuit in Visakhapatnam, and the heats for the final round of the 11th JK Tyre Rotax Max National Karting Championship are underway in full swing. The championships are relatively wide open and the drivers are trying their best to outdo one another. But by the end of this weekend, only one of them shall have the bragging rights to be called National Karting Champion. Let's see how the weekend pans out. Roll clip. The final round of the JK Tyre Rotax Max National Karting Championship saw racing with the intensity of dogfights. The Micromax category saw Miko Racing's Yash Aradhya take the championship win, but only after hard fights from his fellow racers Paul Francis and Shahan Ali. In the Junior Max category, Ricky Donnison and Kush Maini, who had been at each other's throats and bumpers all through the season, took their fight into the final round and down to the wire, and a lot of drama ensued. In the pre-final races, Donnison dove in trying to take the inside line out of C1. Maini came towards the outer and ended up climbing onto Donnison's rear wheel. Ravindra lunged out of the gap that Maini had left and took the lead as Donnison recovered and was hot on his tail with Gowda in tow. Maini spun and had to settle for 4th. And in the final Junior Max race, Maini was out for blood. The World Karting Championship driver drove with immense class and chased down Donnison, who had taken an early lead in the final. Both drivers exchanged places multiple times, but Maini prevailed and won in the end. Donnison's second place earned him enough points to win the Junior Max Championship. The Senior Max category saw Rayo Racing's Amya Bafna show superb tact and register a championship win in a very subtle manner, a manner that befits the calm demeanour of the young driver. Bafna outraced the grid of the most talented and fastest karting drivers in the country, drivers who sped through the racetrack with only 1/10 of a second separating them. Bafna got a shot at the World Championships in Spain and bragging rights for being the fastest kart racer in the country for an entire year.
It's always tense, it's always going to be hard. You have to keep your calm and be composed. But yeah, it feels really nice to be champion for the second time. I think on today's grid I'm the only driver to have 2 national championships, so I'm really happy about that.
If somebody asks me what do I do this event for, it's for the micros, and I'm sure I don't have to name the kids, but Yash was a phenomena. This little kid from Agra is amazing, and the man who takes the cake is Paul. And because I remember seeing one of the interviews on your channel itself, the way he says that it's insane driving there. So imagine an 8-year-old in that frame of mind. So it's totally a different experience. I think it was one of the finest seasons, if I may go back in history, that went by. And if things go well and the kind of setup that we have, I'm sure that there would be at least 40% of this grid who would be going international very, very soon in their own spheres.